Swings through that one for strike two. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Bryce Wilson up and loosening in the pen. Next offering is down low. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Struck him out looking. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone.
Now back.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Way out front for strike two. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Cubs are down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, top of inning number 7. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Got him swinging.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right now.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Jamison Taya.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Otto Kemp stands in for the Phillies. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Harper at first, 1 gone. That's a laser base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
JT Realmuto steps in. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The Phillies down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with the cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, but I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Now here is Adolis Garcia. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So the Cubs bullpen does its job nicely there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cubs 4 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Bryce Wilson takes over on the mound.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-1. And that skips into dirt. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Three-two now. Stays alive. Righty delivers. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And a pitch. And he walked it.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
So the batting order turns over. Nico Horner, the next Cub to runner on the go. Pitch is low. Real Mutual throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Just off the outside edge. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say full.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Right side. Sosa makes the grab on the run. One left for the Cubs, but they're in front 4-0. We go to the 8th, and now for the Phillies, Pedro Leon. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey up and throwing for manager Greg Counsell. Webb getting loose as well. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Trey Turner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they close the gap. It's 4-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Phil Maton.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Phil Mason.
One out, base is empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Here's a 1-1. Out towards right center field. Snags it for the second out.
Now back left field, Kyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. 2 down, nobody on. And a good eye there.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
They got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. Chase that time. Bryce Harper next to bat for Philadelphia. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's too high, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side.
In the dirt, but kept close. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the Phillies 1. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. And here it comes. The punch out there, and now 1 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got it by him for McKay.
The left fielder, number 8.
Now it's going to be Ian Happ. Bounce to the right side, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. The 2-1. On the ground, Turner. They get the force, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 4 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Bobby Milner.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. When you see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Otto Kemp.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
Well, it's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Last chance for the Phillies. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And another ball. Smash down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. 2 outs. Pitches in the dirt, and a count 2-1. Man on second, 2 down. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, number 48.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 48, Daniel Valencia.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies. Brandon Marsh. 2-out opportunity for him with runners on the corners. The tying run at the plate. That one's in there. And it's 1-2. This could end it. And a ball evens the count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. And now just a 2-run deficit.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses.
One ball,
And a
two
count.
strikes.
1-2. Two on, 2 outs. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The pitch. And that's outside. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Hunter Harvey, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Webb also throwing. Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. And that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 4-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set. And starting in this one, Shota Imanaga. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted for Armstrong. Going back, and it's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton stepping in. The long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A gigantic blast. And they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to, but he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
And now here is Harper. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Bounce to the right. The throw to first. Harper retired. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup. You know, guys who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. And today's starter, Zach Wheeler. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Bottom of the first. Here's Nico Horner.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Save that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's mitt.
Leon under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Alex Bregman. 2 outs. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Now a chance for Michael Busch. And he deals. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Phillies leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. That one not close. Now 2-2. Kicks and fires. Out to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting fifth, the left fielder,
In half up to hit. Two on, 2 outs. That one lifted to left. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, second inning set to go. Now it's the rookie DH, Otto Kemp. The 1-1. And a foul ball. That misses. And the count's even at 2. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides, and with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That's a little bit low. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
In the air, left field. Happ heads towards it. Makes the grab, one down. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
On the ground, right side. In time to Bush, and Real Muto is out.
Batting in the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
2 outs, base is empty. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there. Too low, and it's ball 3. And that's too high, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So next, Matt Shaw. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Here comes a pitch. That one cutting but missing down low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Crow Armstrong gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had a foot.
Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. The pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The Cubbies trailing by 2. Bottom half of inning number 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here's a 2-2. Runner on the move. This one in the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
That one hammered left field. That ball's carried. And that one is out of here. It just got out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Dansby Swanson stands in. 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Finds his way through, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away. So the lineup flips over. Nico Horner, the next to hit. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. Next offering is fouled back. And the righty deals. Up and in, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now back, the right field.
So first and second with one gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's 2 away.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
So first and second with 2 outs. Alex Bregman, the next Cub to hit. The pitch. And a count 1-2. 2 outs. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Top half of the 3rd inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. 1 down.
Now back, the left field.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
1 down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand hitter waits. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Right.
Here's Harper now. The 1-1. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 2 outs. Up the middle. Swanson. Over to first. And that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia. And this game is still tied at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Ball to strike. That's out to center field. Leon makes the grab. And there's 1 down. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1. Tied up here in the early going. Inside, just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 3-2.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Edmundo Sosa. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Put a fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Just missing there. And it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
A wind and a pitch. And another ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Leading off to Philadelphia.
Now it's the DH, Otto Kemp. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Step off throw to first, and he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
In there at the knees for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the ball evens the count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And now the lefty, Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Went right after him there, Siggy. No messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat. But what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out onto the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it. And then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity. Caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations. Just as important as mixing speeds.
This one popped up. Bush drifts towards it. They got it for out number 2. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. Third out, and that ends the frame. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. And midway in the 4th, we are tied 2-2. And we're back, ready to go, bottom 4. And now Matt Shaw.
Number 6.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Kelly.
Next for the Cubs, Carson Kelly. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop. Dansby.
And here is Dansby Swanson. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Picks up strikeout number 7. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Here at the friendly confines, we go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He had no trouble back in the 1st, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. He really settled into this outing nicely.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Turner is out. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, left field, Kyle.
And now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber. And it is 2-1. kicks and deals. Popped up. Moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. We've hit the halfway point. Tied 2-2. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ballgame.
Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. On the ground to third. Boom. Goes out to first. Home man for the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Third baseman number 2, Alex.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And he gets Bregman. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down quietly. Through 5. All even at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's Bryce Harper. The 1-1. Ripped on a line. He's got it. One up and down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. That shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Go ahead run on base. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Into center. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, designated hitter, Otto.
And here is Otto Kemp. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fly ball to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Righty to the plate. Swings through it for the K. couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's a blue zone right there. The power zone on the hitting chart just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Ian Happ will hit next. Next offering is in for a strike. One out, bases empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the Cubs are down in order. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Colin Ray gets the call from the pen.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
JT Realmuto steps in.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
The 1-1. On the ground to the left. Bregman to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Now back, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a corner for a strike. Full count. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Caleb Fieldball getting ready to go. Harvey warming up as well. And the 3-2. In the air out towards right center. Suzuki on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Pedro Leon digs in now. Late with the swing there.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Orion Kerkering.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Matt Shaw getting ready to hit.
The designated hitter, number 6.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's 1 away.
Now back, the catcher, Carson.
And now Carson Kelly. The line to kick the pitch. Swings through that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit.
Dansby Swanson.
Crush, left center field. This one's deep for the massive home run. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 48.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
On the ground to short, Swanson. And they get Turner for the out.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. One down, Phillies down a run. And fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him looking for the K.
We saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. Just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Bryce Harper to the plate. And another ball.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And there's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's going to be Alec Bohm. And another ball.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a lower fastball for some pitchers.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Phillies strand 1. They trail it 3-2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one run into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Here's Alex Bregman. Man at second.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Left field, way back there. That one carrying into the bleachers and gone. He sends it out of here. His second homer of this series, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. 1-1 now. And a foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Left-hand batter waits. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2. Swings and misses, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Bounce to the right side, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
This is a great dynamic right here.
Runner takes off, and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the inning. Cubs add 2 on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Phillies. And we're back. And here's Sosa to the plate.
Edmundo Sosa.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one is upstairs. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. That's to third. In time to Busch, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away, and now the DH, Otto Kemp. In the air, right side. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Now back, the catcher,
So it's their last chance in this one. So digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. And a pitch. That one ripped. Happ ranging back on it. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Stepping in, Adolis Garcia. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line scoop.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Chicago Cubs are in position to sweep this 3-game series with a win. So Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Blue. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence, and that's what a team takes away from a sweep. So they're happy to win the series, but they'll really be riding high tomorrow with the win today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And starting this one, Edward Cabrera. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one misses. 2-1. Righty delivers. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's the second out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And he deals. And that one almost got him. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. With the shift on, hits right into it. Slings to first. Harper retired. And the Phillies are set down in order. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy. And towing the slab in this one, Christopher Sanchez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The wind of the pitch. That one the other way. Stop. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
One out, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs. Ripped to short. Turner with the throw to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. Two gone.
That is third. The third baseman. Now out.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Alex Bregman. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with two strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Kicks and fires. That's inside, and it's 2-1. That one laced to center and a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And now it is JT. Real mute. Oh, and now a wild pitch. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
One away with a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. The next offering misses, and the count is 3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And the righty deals. Right side,
Nope,
and foul ball. Line drive, base hit down the line. The run scores from third, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. Let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. Next offering
2
upstairs.
balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Around second is Real Muto. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Batting up, the center fielder.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Pedro Leon. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Real Muto at second. Garcia over at first with 1 away. Wouldn't chase that
2
time.
strikes.
Two on, 1 out. Line to left. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Trey Turner. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It drops in, gets away a little bit.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 2 on, 2 outs.
2-1.
And another ball.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know, this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hat going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cubs nothing. Here at Wrigley Field, and here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. There's a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-2 count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here is Michael Conforto. 2 down, nobody on. Just misses with that one. In the dirt, and that's ball 3. Short hop liner, handled it short. Zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Cubs are down quietly. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Harper now. Here's a 1-1. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 19th home run of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now, Bryson Stott. And that one almost hit him.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
So a man aboard, and now it's Alec Bohm. Here comes a pitch. Runner takes off. Here's a high chopper. Bush whips it to first. And one away in the top of the third. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
He handled a pretty good changeup down in the zone right there. To me, that says he was looking down, and that's why he was able to stay on it so well, not get out in front, and hit that ball the long way.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Edward Cabrera is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Jameson Taillon. He's into the game with the bases empty. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
The
2
Phils
strikes.
up big in this one here in the third and final game of the series. And another ball. Two. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Pedro Leon now at the plate. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Garcia off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong moves after it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the third. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Jumps. Throws. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Batting in the center fielder.
Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Boog. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. The 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Stop. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at the friendly confines. Start of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Trey Turner. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Now back. The designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. 1 down, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Horner over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And now here is Harper.
Number 3, Bryce Harper.
2 outs. Falling behind 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. Sends it to first. Out number 3. One left for Philadelphia, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And we're back. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Nico Horner. The pitch. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Seiya Suzuki digs in now. The Cubs hitless so far in the game. And that one is inside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he beats it. He's safe. Now it's Alex Bregman. And a 1-1. And a good eye there. The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Grounder might be 2. And they get Bregman for the out.
Now back, first baseman, Michael.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. At the belt and fires. That one ripped right center field. Into the bleachers and gone. His 11th of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
Swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And a pitch. On a bounce right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and Swanson is set down. Gets him easily, ends the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Outside. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll touch them all. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add a run. It's 7-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That's
Ball
down
2.
and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand hitter waits. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball and on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
JT Realmuto steps in. One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. And now the count is even.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. The Phillies add another on this solo homer. It's 7-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So, man aboard, Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Man at second. Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1. And that's in there at the knees.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. Conforto on third. Kelly at first with no outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Ian Happ up to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. Now, he can jump you if you make a mistake. The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Good eye in that spot.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
On the ground, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 7-4. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. The pitch. That one drilled left field. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Wow, that one almost got out of here. I know the wind's blowing out to left, but man, that almost pushed it over the fence. I bet hitters are trying to get the ball up in the air and hit it that direction. I know I would be.
To second, and he's out. That's the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 7 and the Cubs 5. Here at Wrigley Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Leading off, Pedro Leon. That misses, and now 3-1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Harvey getting cranked up as well. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air, right field. And it falls. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second.
Runner on the go. Bounce to third. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And a superb diving catch.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And here it comes. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Left-hand batter waits. And that skips in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And he deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to short and caught.
Sweet grab right there. That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
Here's Bryce Harper. He gets the intentional walk here and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Leon on second. Harper at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Cubs 5. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Alex Bregman. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch. Kicks and deals. This one smoked out to left, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Turner for 1, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Hunter Harvey will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
Fouled off down the right side. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Next offering upstairs. And he chases that one. And 1 out now.
First strikeout for him in this one. And that splitter is maybe the go-to 3-2 pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. The pitch. That one missed. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
3-2. Payoff pitch.
Nope.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And now it's even up. Marsh, the runner at first with 1 gone to the inning. Here's a line drive to left field. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they take a 3-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Well, high throw just adds a fraction of a second from catching the ball to putting the tag down on the runner. Hard to say for sure if a good throw gets him, but as soon as that one took off from the catcher's hand, there wasn't much of a chance.
To go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. 2 outs. Just missed. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
Just missed.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
The other way. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. JT Realmuto delivers yet again on this one. It's now 8-5. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And now the lefty. In the air, left side. Marsh drifts towards it. And there's one down.
Up next is the Cubs. The catcher,
Carson Kelly getting ready to hit. And another ball. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Brad Keller getting loose out there. Alvarado also getting ready. Next pitch is outside. The Cubs trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The line of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. The line to kick the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. That's inside. 2-2. Hit hard, base hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Christopher will depart. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this. Brad Keller gets the ball now. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. In there at the knees. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
If you were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Crow Armstrong leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On the ground, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. And now 2-2. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for the Cubs. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Caleb Thielbar.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Trey Turner at the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And he grounds one back up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Hard hit left side. 1 at second.
He's out.
Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Bryce Harper to the plate. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And delivers outside. Way out front for strike 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotze into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 outs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Bryson Stott. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the pitch.
2-2 to count.
Hit in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. They're on top by 3. 8-5. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Inside, just missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That's to third. Can't field it cleanly. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
And at first, Alex Bregman now at the plate. Right-handed reliever. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. The Phillies leading by 3 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses the zone. It's 2-2. To short, could be 2. Over to stop for 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Cubs 5. New pitcher on now, Jacob Webb.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Next offer in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And another ball. Just off the inside corner. And now 3 and 2. And there's ball 4.
Leading off for the Phillies.
So a man aboard. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. And a pitch. Double play ball to second. In time to Bush. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
The batter, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. Bohm over at second, 1 down. Here's a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Got him looking. And there are 2 down.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Man on second, 2 down. Pitch misses, 2 and 2. To the right side, Bush. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Cubs 5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Yohan Duran.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season in keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kicks and fires. Bounce to the right. Stop. To first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
He's 2 outs away. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering in there for a strike.
1 ball,
going to count 1 and 2. Duran, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. That one inside. The count now 2 and 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. To third. That's a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low and get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
1 out left for the Cubs. Carson Kelly will hit next. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
The Phils trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 8 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.